Hey guys, we just wanted to demo kind of everything about Google Classroom. So I'm just going to take you through and I'm going to click and show you just about everything that I can just so you have a full overview of what Google Classroom is. Okay, so right now I'm in my test account. This is Mrs. O'Brien. This is my test account classroom. Okay, so I'm pretending I'm a student right now so you can see it from that view. So once you log into your Google Classroom, you're going to click into yours. Okay. Now, this is going to be your basic layout. Google Classroom has tried to keep it as simple as possible so we can't get too lost. Okay. So this is your stream. I know I showed a little bit of this on the how to log into your classroom. This stream is your Facebook timeline type thing. Okay. This is where all the announcements are going to be. This is where all the celebrations are going to be. Say that we made our class goal for our success tickets. I could post in here for you guys to see. So expect your stream to be announcements, celebrations, and big things you need to pay attention to, okay? Over here, you have an upcoming work piece. Right now it says, woohoo, no work is due soon because we haven't started yet. You can always click on this View All tab and it will show you anything that is upcoming, okay? Now I pretended to turn this in on our first tutorial about your first assignment. So if you wanna check that out, it is in that other tutorial about your first family assignment. Okay. Now, another thing that's great for you to see though, is you can click into this and you can see exactly what you've submitted. Okay, so if you want to change it, this is where you would do that. Another thing over here for parents is you can see what's assigned, what's returned, because once I look at it, I can send it back to you so you know that I've seen it and I've marked it as being completed. Especially if you sent me a private comment on it saying you need additional help with it, I'll return it back to you with a comment on it so you know that I've seen that and what we're going to do to move forward with it. Then your missing tab. This is always something that's just good to check, just to make sure you haven't missed any assignments. Okay, so we're going to go back to our stream. Okay, so this is your basics, right? These are your announcements. These are your upcoming. That's pretty much all your stream is going to be. Then we'll look at your classwork tab. You're going to see some topics over here. There will be more topics coming. Right now, these have your English language arts resources. You will also have math resources, some social emotional learning resources. They just haven't populated over here yet because I haven't posted into them yet. Okay, so these are kind of your folders. So be thinking folders. Everything is listed here. But after we get into about October, November, this is going to get really crazy because every assignment's going to be in here. Okay. So essentially, our topics over here so you can find things very quickly. Here's your first week with your assignment. You can see I already showed you guys how to turn all of that in, but if you want to check it out, that's how you get to it. We have a school communication tab. Every email that you get from Ms. Diaguiar and Mr. Moore Divine, we will try to copy in all of those family letters. So if you can't find that email, it should be here. When we have our specialists, you'll notice that you have 2 specialist time on your class schedule. Every specialist is going to have a link in here. In my slides, I'll make sure that I tell you, don't forget today you have music with Miss Perkins. All you would do is go into your classwork, go to your specialist tab, and click on Miss Perkins's tab. And she actually has her own Google Classroom that you'll click into for all of her materials. Okay? Other than that, we also have some lap support pieces. If your child needs additional help, whether that is in reading or math, this is where you're going to go in to access those extra materials, okay? We do have a WalkKids tab, just if you're interested in what WalkKids is. There's a little video and presentation in here. And of course, the resources. So anything that we find that would be super useful to you, we're going to post so you will always have it. So right now that you have the K2 Foundational Skills Kit video for your materials already in your ELA resources. When you get your learning tubs, you will find that you have a K2 foundational skills kit that was made by our school. And this is just a video for you to understand what you actually have in your kit and how to use it. Okay? So your classwork tab will have everything that you need. Okay? You will have assignments. These are things that need to be turned in. Okay? Then you will just have materials. There is nothing to be turned in. Okay? You will run into things like quizzes. They'll be labeled quizzes, but really what all they will be are surveys for parents to fill out to help us with some information and data gathering, as well as just getting your clear and honest opinion about how things are going so we can improve. Okay? So everything you need will be here. You can always view your work, just like we talked about on that front page where it had the little upcoming work. This has everything that you've been assigned, returned, or missing. You also will have your Google Calendar. Your Google Calendar will be how your teacher chooses to use it, but it is a classroom Google Calendar, so I can put in Zoom links here and you will always have them, okay? Other than that, you always have your class drive folder as well. So this is our Google Drive folder for the classroom, okay? So these are some things that I tested by adding in, just as I was playing in with my student account. These are not things that you actually need. I was just testing PDFs and some slides that we might be using. But essentially, remember that your drive is like your cloud. If you ever feel like you've lost something, click on your drive folder and you can search for it right in your drive. Okay? You already see the all about me that I've posted to you guys. And then these are some other pieces that I've just been playing around with. So if you're in doubt of where it might be, click on your drive and search for it. The last thing I'm going to show you is our people tab. Right now you can see that I have co-teachers in the classroom, okay? You will see all of the other kindergarten teachers in your classroom listed as teachers. That's just because we're trying to collaborate with each other and gain ideas from each other, okay? They're not accessing anything about your students specifically. You will also see that Miss Diaguiar, Mr. More Divine, Mrs. Sarah Jones, oh, here's some more. They're actually going to be in on our classroom too, and that's just so they can better support. Okay, then down under here, once we start adding students, you'll actually see all of your classmates as well. So if you guys need to coordinate and get together, that's how you'll be able to do that too. So you'll see everybody listed, and right here, it will email their student account. So if you choose to email me from here, don't worry, I will get it. It automatically forwards to my school account. They are two separate things, but most of us have it set up to make sure it gets to the right inbox, okay? So again, this was just a super quick overview. Just 3 things to remember. Your stream is for announcements and celebrations. Your classwork is for all of your specific assignments. And if you're not sure, maybe you've lost something, go to view your work to see what's been assigned or missed. You can also check your class drive folder. Okay, if you're not sure about how to get your links or what might be happening at what time, that's your Google Calendar. And that last tab is your people. Okay, so if your child's receiving lap support and you need to reach out to Miss Jones, it's right here. If you want to reach out to our new assistant principal, Mr. More Divine, you can reach out here, and Miss Diaguiar will be there as well. So I hope this has given you a little bit of a better overview of everything on Google Classroom. Again, there's not much to it because they try to keep it pretty streamlined. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to your classroom teacher. Remember that all of our classrooms will look a little bit different, but they should be pretty similar. Okay? Good luck.